I'm Jack Davenport. I play Sir Alistair Canning. Sir Alistair Canning was ostensibly the lead diplomatic representative of the British government and, by extension, the British Empire in all the appalling manoeuvres made by the government to try and separate Seretse and Ruth and make their marriage and any subsequent political repercussions not occur. Fortunately, I fail miserably because there's nothing quite like seeing a sneering, superior, suited and booted man made to look stupid by the end of a film like this, and that's what happens. The script is wonderful. David OYELOWO and I were actually talking about this morning. If this was fiction, I think you'd think, that's a bit much. I mean, I know love conquers all and everything, but does it always? And there's something astonishing about, you know, two people facing down the rage and disapproval and bureaucracy of, you know, governments on two continents and prevailing in a way that's, you know, subtle and determined and filled with, you know, their love for each other. I've admired David from afar, from a long time. He's a wonderful actor. He has this ability to access a sort of a real kind of gravitas, which someone of his age feels it shouldn't be able to access. Audiences have seen that certainly in Selma and elsewhere, but you know, I suppose mid-period OYELOWO is turning into something pretty interesting. It's delightful working with Amma. Amma is, you know, in a very small field in terms of, you know, being a director of her gender and ethnicity. Whether she likes it or not, she's sort of a totem of sorts, and she wears that very lightly, and she is incredibly focused on you know, what we're doing. But the interesting thing with Amma is nearly every take she has an idea that she wants to convey to you that would slightly adjust what's just gone before, and every time you're like, oh yeah, that's a really interesting route to go. I wasn't really aware how much of a fish out of water Ruth is in every single situation she finds herself in, except for the few scenes in her house and at work, and that, you know, that's over pretty fast. You can see it in the way that Rosamund is playing the part. She's kind of wide open and wanting to experience the world in a broader way than her life is currently, the path she's currently set on. And there's something, I mean, it makes, you know, the various scenes where I'm just being vicious to them both even more. I mean, I'm not going to make any friends from this film, that's for sure. And there's something about the counterpoint of David's kind of rootedness and solidity and nobility, and Roz's sort of wide-eyed, quieter kind of determination. Initially it seems quite sort of fragile, and indeed in the scene that, you know, I first have with her, you know, I'd make her cry. I mean, you know,